Hey y'all, welcome back to Cajun Country Living.
We know that we left y'all with a cliffhanger on Sunday, and we're so sorry about that. We truly are. But we did have to let our form sit there for just a few days. But it is now Wednesday, and we are ready to show y'all the results.
Are you sure? Let's go have breakfast.
You want to have some breakfast first?
Yeah, let's do that.
We should probably wait till the chickens lay the eggs, and then once they do, we still got to cook them. No, we won't make y'all wait any longer. Real quick, here's a recap of Sunday's video. And that elephant in the yard is this broken slab that's right behind us. I had to fix this slab up. The corner's broken off, it's got cracks all in it.
We mixed with a cement mixer and we poured it. So we dug in, researched, trial after trial after trial until we got our method down to perfection.
The work that it's gonna take to get this slab or whatever you have left of your slab ready to be poured on, and the difference of putting the forms down.
So that meant we needed to have some kind of form, obviously. So we dug out all the dirt around the slab, we built our forms, put them in place, and they're a perfect 2 inches above this existing slab.
Now this corner right here had completely broken off, so we did go ahead and take it out.
And adhesion from your new concrete to your old concrete, it really needs to be clean. I know I said that twice, but a minute. So what we used is regular household bleach, and it removes that barrier so it'll be concrete to concrete.
I like your Google Earth lessons.
That's right, Rocky Mountain concrete.
This is something that I need y'all to please remember. If you're dry pouring over a slab, because the water is not gonna be able to drain out as fast through the concrete as it would to dirt versus the existing slab that you have there.
On this slab, we're going to use our edger and we're going to make some nice round soft edges on it. Now we didn't do that on the last one, but our landscaping was going to butt right up to the top of it, so there's really no need. But again, it's just personal preference. We think it's going to look nice that way. So we're going to go ahead and use our edger, soften those edges before we get started with our paint roller.
As you can see, Jim behind me is starting to paint roll our dry pour. Now, if this is your first video, you're probably very confused, but if this is not your first video, you know the process. I'm gonna put the link to the video that we talk about why we're using a paint roller on top of a slab. Now, I know typically we show y'all the paint roller, we show y'all the wetting process, we pull the forms off, ta-da, the slab is done. Well, y'all asked, so y'all are gonna receive, but in a very cost-effective way. We are gonna go into how you can stamp your concrete using things that are around your house. So one of the first steps that we're gonna do is just go ahead and make a really good platform for our stamps that we're gonna be making today. Hence the paint roller. Now you absolutely can use a regular concrete stamper, but a lot of times those are $50, $60, $70, a few $100s for all the pieces, because most of the time you don't need just one piece, you need the connecting steps, and it ends up getting pretty pricey. So this is going to be an alternative to how to make your own dry pour custom without breaking the bank. That never gets old, does it?
No, it don't. It is amazing how smooth this thing gets with just, look, I'm not even putting any pressure on the paint roller at all.
Here's the first thing we're going to be using today to stamp. We got this from the Dollar General for only $3, and it is a very affordable way to customize your slab. I did make sure the leaves were flat to get the best impression. I started with a light pressure, and depending how deep you want your impressions to be is how hard you push. Pretty simple. So now let's just say, uh-oh, I don't like the way that it looks, or maybe I want to try something else. Well, check this out. Now I've got a blank canvas ready to go again, and I didn't mess up my finish at all. This is a great way to make sure that your finish is exactly like you want, and if you mess up, no big deal. Just paint roll right over the top and start fresh.
So moral of the story, you can imprint anything that you want onto the concrete. So right now, with everything erased on our dry pour, we're gonna be using two things to design our slab today. And the first thing is gonna be, this is actually wall decor. I got it at the good old Dollar General, and it came $10. The second thing that we're gonna be putting on our slab today are gonna be Ladley's little rubber boots. Ever since Ladley has been old enough to wear a pair of shoes, she has been in rubber boots. Whether they were her pink, white, these are her little yellow ones now, she lives in her rubber boots. I think that we should use this wall decor first because we're gonna stamp this around the edges, and then we can make her boots walk across the middle of it if we can reach.
We did roughly measure how far apart we wanted the squares to be and went right in. To be completely honest with y'all, this was way easier than we thought that it was going to be. This is going to allow your creative side to flow and make a one-of-a-kind slab that you can have with your own personal touch. The screeding process is what makes these stamps look this good. By screeding over and over, we have brought more powder to the top, which makes it easier to make your impressions in the slab. On these last two we have down here, we pushed a little bit too hard in the first one and too light in the second one. Well, y'all know, no big deal. Just keep your paint roller handy.
In this life, it seems that we spend so much time striving for perfection, when in reality, perfection is merely an appearance or a thought process in the minds of ourselves or others. When we put Ladley's little boot prints in this new slab, it's a representation for us not to spend too much time focused on the things that doesn't truly matter. I assure you that those little tiny boot prints mean more to us than any perfectly completed project now. But in 20 years, when she's all grown up and living her own life, those same tiny little boot prints will be a daily reminder to help us remember that we made every effort to enjoy those little tiny precious moments, each and every one of them.
Once we got the slabs finished exactly how we wanted it, we started the watering process. Now y'all remember, 2 waters for each inch, so that means we'll be misting 2 times, then watering on the shower setting 4 times.
Well, it's been a few days since we poured this slab, just like we said, and this finish is outstanding. This stuff is hard as concrete. So to get to this point and have this finish look really, really good like this one does, we want to talk about a couple of things. We have got some comments about people saying that they did have some flaking and blistering on top of their slab. Now look, y'all, this is one of the hardest things that we had to overcome because you automatically associate concrete with wet, slurry mud. And if you're going to do the dry pour method, it is exactly the opposite. Less is more. You're going to give it time for the water to penetrate, and you have to do it slowly. The dry pour method is so super easy to do, but the downfall is you can't really be in a hurry to have a finished product. You have to give it time.
We left these forms on for 4 days in total. For the best results, we say to wait at least 48 hours to pull these forms, but we ended up having some rain. Nobody wants to get out here and pull these forms out in the rain. We were in no rush to get it done anyway, but we're excited to take these forms off to see how that sander worked on the sides of this slab.
Changing fast.
After we pull these forms, we like to use this little edging tool, a board, a brick, something, just to knock off that little bitty edge of concrete that was stuck to our forming boards. Well, it's definitely easy to tell where the new concrete and the old concrete meet. Now that we got this nice pretty slab all cleaned up and ready to go, we're going to put some fresh dirt around the outside of it and dress this up. Get rid of all this old grass. We don't need that anymore. We decided to go ahead and put some ceiling on here. We had this left over from doing the floors in our house. We'll check back with you in a few weeks and let you know how it's holding up.
Things unsaid, and you cannot forget how my mistakes haunt us, but do they really daunt us? Your tongue can be sharp, cut me close to the heart, but we can master the art. And the thing is that these scars are scary, but they are just some old scars. We should never be afraid of them. You and I know when we are too far apart, everything just falls apart. So I just close my eyes.
Don't adapt to the energy you're surrounded by. Influence that energy instead. Become the person in the room that people want to become, and start with your creativity. Creativity is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, and having fun while you're doing it. We look forward to seeing how everyone's one-of-a-kind slabs turn out, and we hope to inspire you to put your own twist on your next drop pour. Till then, we'll see you later, Cajun family.